So we're back in RimWorld to make a little decision. And we have a caravan that's coming home. It's going to take 3 days for it to get home. And unfortunately, people are not doing very well. There's no food. We can just about forage on the ground, but that's about as far as it goes. So I have to decide whether to actually let this happen or make them settle. Now, first of all, we've got to do a bit of reversing before we're going out because I buggered up the interface. So that's going to slow us down. Oh, they're going back again. That's fine. So we're still on for 3 days. So for the moment, I think I'm actually going to see how it goes. If it starts looking a bit flaky, we'll settle on the road itself so we can get home a bit easier or send new people there or whatever. And let's go back to the main colony. BJ's on a bit of a mission. What are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, you're doing some haul arsery. Yeah. I don't think you are, actually, because I don't think you're actually allowed to do any hauling. Yeah, BJ isn't a hauler. He must be doing some important work. Ah, yes, you're building a little power cable. Pause. Yeah, I've just realised there's actually, in this bedroom that's unclaimed, we haven't got a heater, so I'm just doing that. We've got some mad airs on the go. Psychic... a psychic wave where it only affects the hairs. Hello? Are there any other hairs? Oh, there's quite a few. Hang on. Are they all mad? I think that one's mad and all. Ah. Well, we'll have to be careful. Are there any hairs in the actual... Hang on, let's bring that wildlife tab back up again. Let's just check to see if there aren't any... Oh, it just disappears, doesn't it? It's a pain in the arse. Well, there are only hairs. So we've got... I mean, have we got anyone with any... only the red granny can knife them to death. And we've also got a bit of a... Yeah, they can't get in the walls unless they go through here. So... maybe I'll get the red granny to have a little bit... I mean, she's not really doing a huge amount. I've actually had to put onto her research because at the moment there's nothing else she can... Oh, hello. You're dead already. So are you. Oh! And you. And you. I think that's all of them. I think they all just hit the deadfall traps. We've got one heir that's in shock. And that's about it. The others are just dead. Oh, meanwhile... Yeah, we've actually fully run out of food now, but they're still on the move. So I'm kind of hoping that... I mean, Bird's Eye's the one... Oh god, they're all a bit injured, aren't they? They're all a bit moody and injured, and Slugcat's on the floor, and there's also a prisoner. 2.5 days left. Slugcat is... Oh, Slugcat's up and about! Oh, that's... Oh, look, it just leapt. It just leapt from 2.5 to 1.9 days. Ah, I'm feeling a bit more confident about that then. Although Bird's Eye is, by the looks of it, going to have a bit of a pissy. So I think we may do... I think we're going to do that, but it's going to be close. So the inevitable did happen during the night. Bird's Eye is now in a daze. 8 raw food. Poor mood, raw food. So that's that happening. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is quickly just check out our... what have we got? It's got slate situation. I want to make a little thing here. Just in case anyone tries to get in this way. I think what I'll do is like that. I'll just mirror the other one for now. Nothing fancy. There. That requires... Does it require again? 35 wood per go. And unfortunately we don't actually have any wood whatsoever. This is actually one of the reasons, or the reason why these aren't getting replaced. Although I'm not sure if we've even got a builder. Oh, I have. BJ is actually a builder. Although we won't prioritise that. There's only wood. I mean, the cactus field, I can't remember how long it is since we chopped all this stuff down. But we can get some of it. You and all. So that'll be a thing. We'll be able to sort that out. That was actually very effective. Bloody hares. Thankfully they were only hares. And 1 per trap, which is rather cool. Right. You're still stuck in the middle of nowhere. 1.8 days to go. So having thought everything was fine, we've now got a medical emergency on Slugcat. Not doing very well at all. So I'm not quite sure what this is going to be. Who's nude? This one's nude again. God damn it. He's a whole arse. So I don't know if some Slugcat is actually going to make it back. I don't know. Malnutrition, trivial. Slug cat. We haven't got any bedrolls. Someone actually mentioned in the comments that I should have actually brought bedrolls with me. Which is, I say, new to the game bedrolls, but they've been for like months and months, and possibly years, but probably just months. So I don't know. As soon as we get onto the road, I'll make the decision whether they should settle or not. Should have taken some bloody bedrolls. Now Horlas is doing the harvesting. Oh dear, Horlas and BJ had a bit of a word, a bad word with each other. Such a lonely old colony without everyone, but thankfully we are still doing a bit of building. I mean, we've created heat over here. It just occurred to me it wasn't heat I needed; it was a vent. That was a bit of a waste. Oh, meanwhile, oops. Yeah, she seems to have bled out. Sheet died. Sheet? Was that? Oh God. Apparently I can't read more when this happens. Ah. Look, they just hadn't quite got to the road. God damn it. Poor old slug cat. Well, the others seem to be fine. Amazon's going to have a bit of a pissy as well. Look at the mood on Amazon. 1.3 days. This prisoner has not been worth it. So things are happening. Amazon's in a daze. Diver, who's our prisoner, is no longer incapable of walking. Both Amazon and Birdseye in a bit of a... Well, there's Punkfist's mood going up and down a bit. Punkfist still okay, though, if a little injured. Better get rid of that. Meanwhile, back at the base, we actually have started replacing one of the death traps. We've started doing the wall. Oh, traders have arrived. I think a shaman merchant, this one. Everyone's asleep at the moment. Insulted and frustrated. Oh dear. Oh, so they actually like my dining room. Punkfist. Oh, Slugcat has been eaten by Birdseye. Birdseye. God, that Birdseye, that's dirty. Also, shout out for actually carrying the body with you. Oh, it's morning. Morning has broken. Oh, Slugcat's been eaten. And it wasn't by a lizard either. It was by a bloody... one of us. It was not ideal. Right, anyway, people are up and about, so let's just double check our social standings for all our colonists. BJ's reasonably social. All Horla. Oh, Horla, she's quite social, so let's see if we can get any decent prices off. Who's the question mark? There he is. We've got a bit of cash. Oh, where are you going? Oh, blimey, the door's in a funny place. Alright, so is there anything we can sell? We can sell an emu. Can we really? We can. I don't want an emu. Let's get rid of all the ambrosia. It doesn't really get as much. Well, it does actually. It gives us quite a lot. Get cash for days. Is there anything that we could get in return? Medicine. We haven't got any medicine, have they? Selfish pricks. Oh look, it's some gold and it sells at Leet. I could get a thing. I could get something else. But no. Nothing else. And we've increased our relations to 1 instead of 0. That's not really a huge change, is it? That's a bit piss. Come on, our brave boys are coming back. 2 days, but they're nearly here. They've nearly arrived. And with only 1 death. Uh-oh. Oh, Birdseye's improved out of their state. Unfortunately, we've got a critical risk on... I think that might also... Yeah, that's Birdseye again. But they're almost back. Unfortunately, we have to imprison one of these buggers, don't we? That's the prison. There it is. All prison-y. Shame I did that. That was completely wasteful. We also recommended in the comments about putting them... You can put... I thought you can put anything in here, but apparently putting solar panels in there, or maybe growing low crops, isn't a bad idea. The caravan has arrived. Amazon's just wandering around. Diver? We could probably do with actually grabbing... Let's get the red granny on the case. Punkfist. Horlas. Nobody? Nobody would warden. Amazon will, but Amazon's in a daze. Birdseye. Oh, Birdseye. Birdseye's actually quite cheerful. Go. Where's Birdseye gone? There he is. The old captain. I'm not sure if he'd taken you to the medical bed or not. Anyway, The caravan is now gone. Extreme break risk. Oh yeah, that's fine. We're in the priz. Could do with them. We've got loads of stuff. I think we had a heal root harvest at some point. We haven't actually got any proper medicine though. But anyway, so we've got our people. Well, most of our people back. Rotted away. Why is things rotting? 7 degrees in here. Why is it 7 degrees in here? This should be turned down to 0. It was turned down to -4. I mean, things aren't really at risk of spoiling apart from the meat, but not quite sure why that's so torrid. Should not be 7 degrees in there. We had a bonus bit of cooling. Let's do it on the outside, actually. Also, could do with prioritising that. Now, BJ, I think, is... Actually, this should be... one of our builders should be back now. Punkfist. Although Punkfist is not in a happy mood right now. There we go. This will have to be quick. Where are you going? Oh, nobody's done any hull archery. Oh, our entire steel supply is there, which is 1 billion miles away. Unfortunately, now that means our cold room is going to get warm. At some point, I'm going to deconstruct these. I'm advised that if you deconstruct... is it lampposts or the concrete barriers? It's probably the lamppost. If you demolish those, you get steel out of it. No longer functional, but at the moment, we don't really need that because we've got plenty of... Well, we've got steel all there. If someone wants to do some hull archery, that would be most obliging of them. Bird's Eye can do some of that. But although Bird's Eye... Actually, everyone's asleep now. Apart from Punkfist, who I set to work. It's a kind of important job, because... Oh god, I haven't got any power on it. Yeah, it doesn't quite reach this far, does it? Have to be there. But I'm now Punkfist in a daze. That was the last straw. Building something. Lazy. Recreation deprived. Oh dear. Actually, everyone's filthy as well. Oh, stop wandering, Punkfist. Out in the desert. On a horse with no name. It's an invisible horse. Possibly made of glass. So, Diver is getting better. I've made it so that... Yeah, there we go. We're trying to recruit Diver, who is a bit piss. I mean, very easy to recruit, this one. Resistance remaining 1. All to the good. Well, we do need another colonist because of the whole slugcat situation. I don't like the name Diver. I'm going to have to change that to something. Let's see what you're about. Let's see what your bio is. Oh, you're a fighter. And possibly a lover as well. Look at your social skills. That's actually quite good. A weak professional. Someone's exhausted. Who's exhausted? Probably Punkfist. Yeah. Crime boss's child. Which means stuff. Shooty, melee, construction-y. But can't doctor, cook, or art. And that's a male space refugee. Unfortunately, I can't name him at the moment. Do you really want to banish? Oh, I don't want to do that now. I didn't actually realise you could do that. I don't want to banish him. Anyway. I feel like I should call you Moly Moly, just for a laugh. Just as a tribute to our old Moly Moly. Although, having said that... What's all this, actually? What's all this? I've got weaponry all over the place. Also, a lot of cash. There we go. Now we're starting to recruit Diver. Good, I think. We really need to clean this place up. This is actually filthy as flip. So that'll be Bird's Eye's job, but also Bird's Eye needs to do hauling. Maybe Punkfist, once she's stopped dazing, maybe I'll actually temporarily get her cleaning. She really does need to actually get off this wander. She'll go to sleep, that's the trouble. She'll go to as soon as she's finished her days, she'll go to Kip. And we still haven't got any wood. Oh, nobody's done this chop... Or maybe people did do the chopping. Or maybe... What happened there? I think we may have already got the wood in and used it. But... I don't know. Anyway, whatevers. So what next? We do need to say... I think it would be a nice idea to bung up a few graves in our little graveyard area. Just because that could get filled any time. And we could do with that new colonist. We could do with a weapon for them. Now what have we got? We're still doing research. We're doing very slow research on geothermal. I think the next... Really... Oh, come on, Punk Fist. Stop being mad. And stop walking over the graves. Oh, you're going to just fall over at some point. Or, I don't know. I reckon. Iguana. So this colony could actually be quite self-sustaining. It's just... Oh, there we go. Punk Fist has now fallen over for... Although it didn't actually happen. Maybe she fell over very briefly and then stopped again. Okay, Punk Fist, go to bed. Taking simple meal. Another one. Oh, no, there we go. Alright. Take it to bed. Don't clean the bloody floor. Amazon. I mean, can we... I mean, how do we... Is it possible? I mean, can we just... Apparently I can't force them to do this. Try to arrest? No! Yeah, she'll just have to sleep where she's lying. She won't be too happy. At some point during all that, I don't think it was on camera, we got an item stash again. 3 enemies, but no turrets or anything like that. So we've got 18 days for that, so let's see how close that is. I mean, I can't set off just yet. That's very close, we could do that in a day. How do you make a bedroll? Because that might be a useful thing. A simple... Oh, yeah, we need cloth. The whole cloth situation, well, that's not going to resolve for a while, because that has been planted. Not quite sure when that happened, but yeah, we got this planted. And, yeah, it's going to take a long time to grow. So we can't make the bedroll anytime soon. And we could go up the road, because there is actually a faction, Bakerstown over here. These factions don't mind us, and they will buy quite a lot of stuff. Which is nice. We've got almost 2,000 quid now. Ah, there we go. Punk Fist has had a bit of a sleep on the floor and is now finally making the place not look like a complete and total tip. This'll cheer people up, I think. Nice bit of cleaning. There's a lot of cleaning to be done. There we go. Is that? Oh, that's our tame dromedary. Can we give it a name yet? We can. Let's call it Humpy. If I can actually see the keys, which I can't. There we go. The animal's name is now Humpy. Ooh. We've only got one. And hooray! Diver has joined the community. Has taken no bed at all. Let's give you... Well, I'll give you that bed, might as well. I think that's Slugcat's old bed. Diver. Diver, 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 diver. Diver rigs. Ooh, it's tiny rigs. Mercenary leader. Well, let's not call him Molly Molly, because he might turn up anyway. Chemical interest. Sickly underground chemical interest. It's like a prodigy sort of thing. Anyway, let's call him... Not Bill. Not Tim either. Let's call him the Codfather. Named after a chippy. His title is Mercenary Leader. Now let's get some fish down him. Oh yeah, now he's in the medical bed. Okay, that's fine. Infection chance multiplier from room. Alright, Punk Fist. Clean the room. It is a bit grubby in here, isn't it? Now, how did I get that infection thing? Yeah, sorry, just getting confused about the interface. Yeah, anyway. So everything's ticking over. Oh, not a heat wave. Stay cool. Okay. Well. I mean, turning them off is... If the temperature's over it, I'm guessing they don't actually pump any heat out, so I don't think it's actually going to do much. Let's turn down this. Let's try and get the target temperature. Actually, it won't make a difference though, will it? And because if it's targeting 21 or 11, it still won't be a stronger cooling effect. So let's see what happens with that. Actually, these are very warm. Oh, it's just this one. For some reason, these aren't. This is much cold. This is much warmer over here. Ah, that's why. That needs power. So that's actually working then, isn't it? That's 21, yep. Someone's just flicked this on, so these should now be cooling down. Apart from... Yeah. Damn it. We will actually have to have this vent here after all. Because this room's going to get super hot. Super hot. Although nobody lives there, so who cares? Orlos is having a tantrum and smashing everything up. The final straw was sweaty. Sweaty Orlos. Ooh. Don't break stuff. I see her taking it out on a very strong wall, so I'm going to allow this. And again, the BJ is going to be following behind him, I think. Repairing all the damage. You're just punching the wall. Random walls here and there. Everyone's just like sighing and just cleaning up after him. Oh, don't do that! Also, you made some dirt emerge. You punch a chair. No, you're punching that! Actually, that took a lot of damage. God damn it. God damn it, whole arse. Right, so it's 44 degrees out there. It's not too bad, generally, in other places. It's really only if they go outside, so if the heatwave continues too much longer... Whole arse has stopped whining. So if the heatwave lasts too much longer, I'll be restricted. What I'll do is I think I'll be sorting out the zoning. Let things carry on going. So what have we got? I think Area 1 was a long time ago. This is possibly from the last heatwave. Trouble is, the whole thing has been shaped quite a lot since last time. You're allowed in there as well. So I guess we have to restrict people. Why not? I should really rename Area 1, but whatever. Anyway, the place is looking a lot cleaner now. Let's see, just double check the temperature. This is still very warm in here. I think the trouble is it's 21 degrees in here. I'm going to have to turn this down a bit. Because it's actually the right temperature in there now, which means that's going to probably stop working, which means the heat here is not going to happen. I feel like I should toggle those off. I'm not 100% sure how the heating works in this, but whatever. Anyway. So it's 21 degrees. That's perfect temperature in here. That's fine. This is probably cooling down just because it's night time now. All is looking quite good. The deadfall traps are mostly set up now. I think, yeah, cactus wood has been sorted. We haven't actually been raided at all. I think Phoebe Chillax has now gone on holiday for a bit. At some point she'll hit hard again, but for now we've got a bit of a quiet spell. So I reckon we should try that. We won't be able to do it just yet, but it'd be nice to try this item stash thing. And the trouble is, God, look how much it's worth. All this is worth 3,000 quid. But what I need to do first is get everyone's mood up a bit. Because we've got a few colonists who are just having a right old pissy. And Punkfist is recreation starved, which suggests that I haven't quite got this right. I'm going to give them double recreation in the morning just to make it a bit more likely for them to actually do it. And then work all the live day long. Let's try that. Heatwave still going? Yes, it is. So why is the red granny having a pissy and all? Nothing particular. Food going down, rest going up. So she should be okay. I mean, I think this is just I think she's just somewhere in the middle at the moment. Sweaty and hungry. Oh, the heat's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, I guess. Look, everyone's having a bit of scran. A bit of the old chow. Oh, the Codfather's cleaning. Oh, well done, Codfather. I actually haven't given you any orders on that respect, have I? Well, Amazon... We haven't actually got many people researching at the moment. Codfather's no good at that. I'm tempted to make Codfather the cleaning waller. So we put Punkfist down to 2 on that. So you make sure that every little crack is nicely clean. And the rest of it, not too bothered. Yeah. I may jig things around a bit at some point, especially with the research thing. I want to make... Actually, our research is coming along nicely. But Anyway, let's concentrate on our mood thing. It's actually working quite nicely, I think, this mood thing. BJ, I think... It's hard to tell because he's a big lad. But apparently he's neutral at the moment, so let's have a check of his needs. He's always going to be a bit pissy because he wants an operation. Also tainted! Why are you wearing a dead helmet? Did you not have a helmet before? It's tainted. Well, get rid of it then. There. There he is. There's BJ's hair, which is quite tall. Did I call him Guile at one point? I might have done. No one's doing anything. Hang on. What? I was literally nothing. Everyone's got nothing to do at the moment. Well, that's fine because we're going to send them on a little bit of a quest. I think the happiness level is sorting itself out. All the other stuff, I don't think we can really do much about it. So I'm going to have to check to see what we've got weapon-wise. We may have actually dropped weapons at some point. We've still only got bloody bows and arrows. Well... 17 leather. This is a sniper rifle, bionic leg and uranium. Simple helmet. Which would be nice because it can give BJ a new helmet. Outpost 3 enemies. So I'll probably have to take more than 3. Can I get the bedroll out of this? 31% grown. That's going to take ages. Just wondering whether I could go to the shops, make a diversion past the shops before we go on our hunt. That might work. But I really want a bedroll this time. Unfortunately, I do need the cloth for that. So I don't know. Not sure if I should just wait and grow it here or buy it. Bit of a dilemma. Not a very difficult one, but dilemma nonetheless. I could also wait for. I also want to wait for the heat wave to be over. So if they can't go outside, that makes them very idle, doesn't it? So I don't know. So this time, yes, I will prepare for this expedition a bit more. I'm going to make some more armour. Ooh, conveniently. Accurate. Amazon will shoot better. Is Amazon actually a shooter? Yes! Although you've still got a crappy short bow. Is there anything... We still haven't got guns and flapping about the place, have we? It'd be very nice to actually have that. And maybe I should actually make something like this. Don't know how to use any of them. I could make another helmet or two. We could make an advanced helmet. That should be fine to make a simple one. I'll make a couple of them. Oh, it's just I really want a smelter. I wonder if I've got enough. I think I've got enough power to do smelting these days. Not really much we can do there. Destroy weapon, smelt metal from slag. We've got some slag lying about the place. Slag. Can't see any, but it's around. But yeah, it doesn't seem really worth it. So I just oh, that's the tainted one. Tainted helmet. No, we just need them. Oh, here we go. Punkfist is making the helmet. The Helmet Boys are sort of rejigging themselves, reassembling. And very soon we can go and get that item stash. Uh-oh. We've been visited by Kevin. Yes, Kevin. A male town councilman of Espium, age 36. So Espium, he's neutral. Enemy of everyone else, though. The people have lived here for decades or centuries and have lost most of the technology, blah, blah, blah. They're concerned with the practical matters of trade, trust, and survival. This particular group holds civil behaviour in high regard. Just wondering whether I should capture him. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Probably not. See if you can find the way in. You can find the doorbell. Whee! So I think Codfather's quite social. He knows how to miss the deadfall traps. And Codfather, come and have a word. He's out in the heatwave, which is probably a mistake. Here we go. Oh, so we can get some medicine. Oh, let's get some good medicine, because if things go particularly south, it'd be nice to have a few of those things. You can have some pants. Buy my pants. Also tribal wear. Okay. That's a decent trade. Got some medicine. Finally. As opposed to the herbal medicine, which can piss off. That means we're now a bit more ready. I think I can take some of that medicine with us. That'd be rather handy. So So we've got medicine. We'll have to take. Let's say stop, which we worked out. Oh, the heat wave's over. Hooray! De-restrict. Go forth! Do stuff! Outside of the walls. Why's Punkfist falling over? Cloud watching? I suppose technically this is outdoors, isn't it? Remember when there used to be a mountain here? Bloody hell. Okay, so next time we will hopefully do the item stash thing. A few other things as well. Things have settled down after a bit of peculiarity. R.I.P. Slugcat. I'm already pressing F. Actually, if I do press F, nothing happens. I don't think that's actually a hotkey for anything. But anyway, so we are in spring. 10 days into the second year, so everything seems to be going okay at the moment. Maybe I should change the storyteller. Maybe that'll liven things up. Anyway, tune in next time and we'll do more stuff. Bye for now.